Hey guys, this is Caleb with Lucky Farms Produce. Long time no see. It is now September 18th or something like that. So we're cooking into fall, and I haven't seen you guys in months and months and months. And we had lots of intentions and goals of being able to bring lots of content all summer long to you guys. But me and Ashley both work full-time jobs, and we have a lot of other stuff going on. So we kind of put YouTube on the back burner. That way we could actually run the business. I mean, if I had to choose between, growing our tomato plants and whatnot and taking care of the animals or YouTube, the farm had to come first. So, but now we're kind of rolled out of the produce season, and so now I'm hoping that we can kind of get back going and start over again, and bring you guys some exciting content throughout the winter and into next season. We got some really cool stuff planned, and I wanted to bring you guys along, kind of catch you up on what's happened so far, what happened over the summer while we were gone, and kind of what we have in the works coming forward. So it was an okay year. It's been a really weird year. We had a late freeze, cool weather, and then crazy hot weather. So plants started real late, and then they didn't do too hot once they got going. It seemed to be a real consistent thing with everyone in our area. It seemed like a lot of people struggled. Um, just like everything, we have huge plans and bite off more than we can chew. And so there was some stuff that we were hoping to get going that didn't quite make it. So we have to kind of adjust for that, and next year try and get a little more energy put into some of those things. That way we can actually make them happen. Cucumbers did pretty good. We did made some pickles that did really, really well. We got annihilated by squash bugs though. So we had zucchini and some summer squash planted, and they got annihilated by by squash bugs. And eventually they worked their way over to the cucumber plants, and we kind of got destroyed there. And then a bulk of our tomato crop, we've tried a new variety and it didn't do too well for us, and so it was real hard to vine. Probably wasn't the best high tunnel variety. And so our tomato crop wasn't near as good as it has been in the year before. Cherry tomatoes did amazing though. We had so many cherry tomatoes. I mean, we almost had too many cherry tomatoes. So I think we learned a lot of lessons. We kind of got a way better plan for next year, and we're excited to go forward. Um, as far as animals and stuff go, Ashley's always buying chickens, so we always have new chickens around. Right now she's working on trying to get kind of a breeding system set up with, we're mainly focusing on, we have a lot of silkies that she's going to be breeding, and then she has some lavender splash cochins, lavender splash cochins that she's raising that are really pretty birds that she's hoping to be able to breed up and sell some chicks and eggs off of. So and then she got two African geese to try and help with our hawk pressure. We're getting destroyed by hawks there for a while, and so we got two big African geese that we raised from eggs. She hatched them and raised them, and their name is King and Queen, and they're going to be guard geese to kind of help with some of those aerial pressure. We also were getting destroyed by raccoons and some possums and stuff, and they were getting in and killing chickens and eating a bunch of the eggs. So we've been fighting that all year long, and we finally kind of have a little bit of a handle on it, even though we're still dealing with it some. And so also to help with that, we just got a livestock guardian dog named Lady May. She's half Great Pyrenees, half Anatolian Shepherd. And she's 9 weeks old now, so we just got her a couple weeks ago, and we're gonna raise her up and train her to help protect all these animals from all the predators that we're dealing with. So that kind of gets us where we were last year. Going forward, we're kind of getting regrouped. We've decided that this property is not perfect for us. We love it here, but the hard part is there's not enough flat ground for us to be able to farm enough to be full-time. We have the big high tunnel, but that's really about this pretty much all of the bed space we have available is what's in that high tunnel, and there's just not enough room to grow enough to support somebody full-time. So next year we're going to start farming at my parents' house. They have 10 acres, about about 10 minutes away from us. That's where our wood shop is. We do a lot out there anyway. A bunch of our goats are out there right now on their pasture, and it's flat pretty much across the whole property, and so we're going to do some farming out there, and you know, with the hopes of maybe eventually buying that property from them and making that kind of our next farm, you know, transitioning out of this one and into the next one. So we're going to, over this winter, hopefully be moving one of the greenhouses out there, setting up beds, that way in the spring we can plant out there. The biggest push we have for 2022 is we're going to do flower farming. We kind of got beat up some on some of our produce farming. There's some older people and some, you know, people that there's a lot of people that have massive gardens in this area. I mean, huge gardens that aren't doing it for a business. It's more of a hobby, but they either give away all their extras or they sell a bunch of their extras, you know, pretty cheap, because they aren't looking, again, to make a business out of it. They're just trying to offset some cost, and, you know, and they enjoy the gardening part of it. So with stuff like squash and some stuff like that, you kind of get beat up on your prices at the farmers market. So and there's a big supply, and, you know, some of the stuff there's not a huge demand for. So where we're going to kind of do a pivot to is we're still going to grow okra and cucumbers and peppers and tomatoes and the stuff that we know we can grow well and that there's a good market for. And then to get above that, instead of trying to grow a bunch of stuff that we don't think there's a market for and trying to force it, we're going to look into growing flowers, doing cut flower bouquets. Eventually we'd love to have a U-pick where you come and pick your own flowers, and that's kind of the pivot we're making, is into hopefully next year we have a large flower farm. We tried to do a little bit of it this year, but again, we had lots of goals and not very much time, so we're having to kind of narrow stuff in, prioritize, and get refocused on what we really want to do. And that's going to be the biggest focus for whether or not we're successful, is how focused we can be, and how and not getting distracted chasing all the other stuff. So again, sorry we didn't get the content the way we were hoping. Hopefully this next year we can get a lot more of it. It was a good year. We're excited for next year. You know, I think the best years are definitely ahead of us. So we appreciate all the support we had. You guys were great. I mean, we had lots of people that came to the market just to see us. We had, you know, people that were really choosing to support us at the market, people that were reaching out, seeing if we had produce to sell. So we have some exciting stuff coming. I know I say that all the time, but a big priority is we want to be able to share this with you guys. That way it helps us grow the business faster, and it helps you guys help hold us accountable. You know, I just told you all of our big dreams. Now if I post this online and we don't make it happen, then, you know, I've kind of lost my word, and I'm going to try and keep my word. We're going to try and hold ourselves accountable and do it, make some of the stuff actually happen that, you know, we're wanting to make happen. So again, thanks to all of our family, friends, all the people that supported us, all of our, you know, customers, and I hope everyone else had a good summer of 21. It's enjoying this cool weather, getting ready to go into winter, and, you know, get ready and come back stronger next year. So there's a little kind of fall 21 update for you guys. I know you guys have been in the dark, but hopefully we can get that changed. So you guys have a good one, and we'll hopefully see you here in a couple weeks.